What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neka Fluttershy, and damn, do we have a video for you! So, Activision is getting a lawsuit. Now, what are they getting a lawsuit for? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. So, Activision Blizzard lawsuit, walkout, CEO response, and everything you need to know. This is by CNET, but if you go here and you type in Activision lawsuit, you can see a shit ton. A lot of people are reporting on this, and people like Optimists are doing the same thing. So here's what you need to know. Over 2,000 employees signed an open letter to company management, blah, 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 blah. So here's what happened. Here's basically what they're accused of and shit like that. The DFEH's suit accuses Activision Blizzard of workplace discrimination. It alleges women are compensated unfairly, paid less for the same job, scrutinized more heavily than their male peers, and subject to considerable harassment. Which nobody should ever have to go through. Like, honestly, nobody should have to go through that shit. But it gets worse. Much worse. The agency called Activision Blizzard a breeding ground for harassment and discrimination. Yep. Sounds about right here. In which women are subject to regular sexual advances by often high-ranking men who largely go unpunished. Illustrative of the claims DFEH is making against Activision is an office ritual referred to as cube crawls, in which men allegedly drink copious amounts of alcohol, crawl through the office cubicles, and engage in inappropriate behavior, including groping. Guys! Men! I thought we were better than this. You know, Activision. If what they're saying is true, which a lot of people are saying it is, you know, and this is a very serious allegation. This could cause you to go fucking bankrupt. Okay, Activision? It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you're planning on releasing the next Call of Duty this year or not. It doesn't fucking matter. And also, this is also a Blizzard as well, so they may say fuck Diablo 2, because that game is supposed to come out pretty shortly as well. So, that might get scrapped because of this. Activision, I am saying this as a fan of your company and your games. Get your shit together. Okay? Fuck you. I thought you were better than this. But wait, it gets worse. Alright. The lawsuit describes incidents including allegations that a female employee died by suicide during a business trip as a result of a toxic relationship with a supervisor. Women and girls now make up almost half of gamers in America, but the gaming industry continues to cater to men. The suit reads, Activision and Blizzard's double-digit percentage growth, 10-figure annual revenues, and recent diversity marketing campaigns have unfortunately changed very little. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, as much of, you know, female gamers there are, you know, they're in esports, they're causing Twitch to go berserk, you know, and things like that. They are doing good things for the community. And proving that, you know, not just men can play video games and become a part of the community. But unfortunately, you know, game companies like Activision, Blizzard, etc., you know, EA probably as well, they're like, nah, women, they're not good enough, you know, they're not smart enough, they're not guys, okay? Guys are better than women because XYZ, which is totally not the case. I mean, have you guys ever heard this thing called anything a guy can do, a girl can do, if not better, or anything you can do, I can do better, you know, that sort of thing? Well, I think a lot of people, they're just jealous or scared that women will take over their jobs. And from the sounds of this, that needs to happen. Not only should Activision get sued, but, things should happen. Equal pay needs to happen. Harassment needs to go. Fuck off the door. Fuck out the door. Get out of here. Get the shit out. No. We will not tolerate that kind of shit in our community. Gaming or otherwise, this is not tolerable by any standard. So after this, apparently the employees reacted in this way. After DFEH filed the suit, Activision Blizzard responded with a lengthy statement that said the department has filed a rushed, inaccurate report with distorted and, in many cases, false descriptions of Activision's past. I'm just going to say Activision. Fuck Activision Blizzard. You know it's the same people we're talking about here. In their past. In an email sent to staff published by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong. My apologies if I'm saying it wrong. Vice President of Corporate Affairs, Francis Townsend, said that the site presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company, including factually inaccurate, old and out-of-context stories, some from more than a month ago. Now, okay, I'm not saying I don't believe them, right? That may be the case. Who knows? But, at this point, I think Activision is like, oh, no. We have to save our company. We have to do this. We have to do that. We have to save our company. This is fake. It's not real, okay? Like, they're trying to save themselves, obviously. But, again, who's to say that's true or not true? Only in time when this story will develop even more and more. Yeah. But if this turns out to be, true, and everything that Activision is saying is complete bullshit, yeah, Activision needs sued. And these guys that are doing these acts need to get fired, need to get sent to prison, need to basically die. Okay? Think about it this way. If what they're saying is true, and a female, a female staff member of Activision killed herself during a business trip, you are the reason she did so. You're the reason she killed herself. So, honestly, in my personal opinion, you need to die. An eye for an eye, that sort of thing. These statements evidently didn't satisfy employees, neither current nor former. Over 2,000 of them signed an open letter to Activision leadership in which they criticized the company's response. Activision apparently currently has around 10,000. To put it clearly and unequivocally, our values as employees are not accurately reflected in the words and actions of our leadership. The open letter reads, according to Bloomberg, to claim this is a truly meritless and irresponsible lawsuit, while seeing so many current and former employees speak out about their own experiences regarding harassment and abuse, is simply unacceptable. The letter signed by employees made 3 demands. First, the company issue statements that acknowledge the severity of the allegations. Second, that Townsend resigned from her role as executive sponsor of the ABK Employee Women's Network. And third, that Activision executive leadership collaborate with employees to ensure a safe workplace to speak out and come forward. I think that's a really good demand. I think those 3 demands are good. I don't think anybody, men or women, should ever feel abused or harassed in the workplace. It doesn't. And even when they're not at work, they should not be feeling like they're abused or harassed or anything like that in general. But definitely not in the workplace. Jobs like Activision or EA, working for a game company like that. It's supposed to be a fun experience, making games for people. Helping people out. and overall just having a good time. But when things like this are happening, you just fucking can't. You fucking can't. You just can't. And it's bullshit. This should not be happening. At all. Activision Blizzard. Now, if this guy is still a CEO and he's allowing this shit to happen, fuck you. Okay? You shouldn't let this shit happen to your fucking company. You do realize what could happen, right? You realize that your company can go crashing down in a matter of seconds. You can go bankrupt in a matter of milliseconds even. Like, seriously. Do you not care what happens to your company? Now I get it. Making the same game every year. You know, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Cold War, the new Call of Duty that's about to come out. Or, I mean, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. It all depends on what happens with this lawsuit. But, I mean, I'm excited for the new Call of Duty, right? Even with all this stuff happening, I'm still excited because, hey, it's Call of Duty. But, that being said, it's complete bullshit that this is happening. This should not be happening ever. We need to get rid of this kind of shit from the world. How did Activision respond? Oh, of course! They're going to respond in the way that they know how. That's completely inaccurate, bullshit, blah, 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 this never happened. Our people are fine. There's no groping, blah, 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 you know. Trying to cover this shit up. As all, you know, corporations do. To save their asses. After Activision's first statement, along with the one made by Townsend, was so thoroughly rejected by employees, the company appears to be taking the suit more seriously. On Tuesday, I mean, as you should. I mean, your company is getting sued, or, you know, having a lawsuit against them for something major. I mean, it's not just enough that the groping and things like that are happening. You know, groping and fucking and whatever the hell is going on over there. But as if that wasn't bad enough, someone killed themselves because of all the sexual bullshit that's going on, all the harassment and whatever. And from what I heard, you know, nude pictures and really bad pictures that should not be sent to anybody other than the person you're with, I guess, has been tossed around the company. And a lot of people are seeing that photo. And that's what led her to kill herself. Multiple people seeing her in that way. Let's see. I'll probably... Yeah, so more Bloomberg. And this has just happened recently. 2 days ago, 4 days ago. You know, things like that. And honestly, I can't stand this kind of shit. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. And here's what's the fucking worst part here. The agency alleges that male employees play video games during the workday while delegating responsibilities to female employees. Engage in sexual banter and joke openly about rape. Now let me fucking tell you something right off the goddamn bat. Rape is nothing to fucking joke about. As someone who's been raped, there is nothing to joke about there. Okay? Nothing to fucking joke about. Ever. About that. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, what the fuck has happened? To make this shit apparently acceptable to these companies. Like, it's not, it's never acceptable. You should never be doing this shit, ever. Workplace or not. You should never be thinking about doing this. You should never be doing this or... Fuck! This really pisses me off to a point that has never been seen before or heard before. This kind of shit is fucking horrible. And nobody should have to deal with this. This shouldn't even be happening. Female employees working for the World of Warcraft team noted that male employees' supervisors would hit on them, make derogatory comments about rape, and otherwise engage in demeaning behavior. Which is something that should never fucking happen. And of course they would say this, the picture that DFEH paints is not the Blizzard workplace of today. Cause of action are employment discrimination because of sex, retaliation, failure to prevent discrimination and harassment. And also unequal pay. Yeah. So, that's bad. And their fucking frat boy culture. Alright. On Tuesday, a company CEO issued a letter addressing the suit. Our initial responses to the issues we faced together and to your concerns were, quite frankly, tone deaf. It reads, "We are taking swift action to be the compassionate, caring company you came to work for, and to ensure a safe environment. There is no place anywhere at our company for discrimination, harassment, or unequal treatment of any kind." And if what this guy is saying is true, and he's genuine about that, good on you, man. Good on you. You're actually making the place good. But if you're just talking out your ass, fuck you. I hope you die. Or unequal treatment of any kind. Kodak announces that a law firm will be hired to evaluate the company's policies and procedures. Beyond the probe, Kotick outlined several changes that would be made effective immediately. The company would be investigating each and every claim of discrimination and harassment being made, and will host listening sessions to collaborate with employees on how to improve the workplace culture. Activision Blizzard will also be evaluating managers and leaders across the company and making personal changes as appropriate. Finally, changes will be made to in-game content. We have heard the input from employee and player communities that some of our in-game content is inappropriate. We are removing that content. Fight bad guys in-game, and fight bad guys IRL. Fuck yeah. What about the walkout? Alongside the open letter signed by over 2,000 employees, workers at the company plan to strike on Wednesday morning, seeking now to be more collaborative with aggrieved workers. Activision on Tuesday sent an email to staff saying they would get paid time off for attending the protest. Well, they fucking better. Hundreds of employees took up the offer as they set up a picket line outside of Activision's Irvine, California headquarters. Employees held signs that read, "Every voice matters. Fight bad guys in game. Fight bad guys IRL." And nerf male privileges, or nerf male privilege. When developers weaken characters in games like Overwatch, it's known as nerfing them. Exactly. And Celestian, thank you everyone for all the support today as we hashtag ActiveBlaze walkout. It really means a lot. Please share your support with the hashtag emoji, sharing our demands below, and donating to the charities below. We want Blizzard to be an awesome place to work for everyone. I'm gonna like that shit. I'm gonna like that post right here, right now. Because I agree. I mean, it's not just with Activision and Blizzard. Every company deserves to be a welcoming place for all. A place that doesn't deserve bullshit. And I'm going to tweet this, quote tweet, fuck yes. I agree completely. Ooh, I did better than that. I uninstalled anything Activision Blizzard related. How did this go on for so long? Did none of the men try to stop any of this? Okay, that's part I can't get past. How can anyone in authority know and yet let it go on for 20 years? I don't know. Like, I think personally, I mean, in a way, I suppose that if this is true, they do have somewhat of a point. Like, how could this go on for so long? I mean, in the same way of, like, Bill Cosby and things like that, and, people don't speak out in fear. Like, if people don't speak, people, even in authority, they don't want to speak out because they may be worried that they might lose their job, or they may get downgraded, or whatever. Whatever the case may be. And honestly, some people, they are assholes. But, I don't know. If this is really happening to places like Blizzard and Activision and things like that, I mean, I think, personally, this should never be happening to anybody or anything. Any place at any time. This should never, ever happen. Over 350 employees took up the offer, reports Washington Post. The walkout participants acknowledges his letter, but had 4 additional demands. As seen in the tweet above, these include greater pay transparency and employee participation in hiring and promotion policies. First published on July 28th, 2021 at 12:32 a.m. and it's the 30th at 6:44 p.m. Well, according to my clock, it's now 6:45. But this is the real time. So, yeah. I think all of this is kind of bullshit. Like, I this really fucking hurts my brain. It does. Like, I don't understand any of this. I don't know how or why any of this is happening now. Like, these are kind of things that should never be happening in the first place. Like, there should be no room for this kind of shit. And I agree with some of these people. There should be no room for this hatred. There should be no room for any of this. And, yeah. I'm just going to downgrade that for a second. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense at all. Why and how can this shit just keep on happening when, nothing's been done about it? And if it is real, and it is happening, I think Activision and Blizzard need to be they need to be fucking sued. They need to be sued. And also, I think that Activision needs to do something about that. You know how over the years women have been getting paid less than men? Well, I think that should change. Men should be getting paid less than women to see how men like being. That's a good idea. How about men get treated the same way as women? Men should get all the sexual remarks and things like that, by women. Men should get paid less than women. Let's see how they like it. I'm all for equality. I'm all for gender equality, equality in race, equality in money and pay and whatever, because they're all doing the same job. But if we're going by this logic that women are getting paid less than men because they're women, I think what we should do is do the same things to men. Drop their pay and raise the pay of women. Let's see how men like it. Let's see how men like being treated like absolute shit. Let's see how men like getting derogatory terms towards them sexual remarks, joking about rape. Let's see how they like it when it's done to them. I mean, I for one would think that'd be fucking horrible. But, if we're going by a logic that guys can do it, then why can't women? I don't think this thing should be happening in general. But I think these guys need to be taught a lesson. And not only should they be, sued and have all these things happen to them, if what people are saying is true and a woman did kill herself because of all this shit, I think they need to be charged with murder. The ones responsible need to be put down. They need to be fucking just gone. I don't think we should ever tolerate this kind of shit. Ever. There is no room for racism. There's no room for sexism. There's no room for any of this. It's all bullshit, I think. And I think, ultimately, men should get paid the same as women. Women should get the same, amount of money as men. There should be no sexual remarks. There should be no harassment. There should be no joking about rape at any time. Doesn't matter if you have a job, if you don't have a job, if you're in the workplace, if you're not in the workplace. That kind of shit should never, ever fly. Ever. No. Fuck that shit. I would say, hey, okay, you know what? If I worked for one of these companies, and I was like one of the higher ups, and I saw this shit happening, guess who's getting fired? Yeah, the guys that are doing this they're gonna get fired. On the spot, no question about it. I normally give like 3 chances. But in these cases, I'm like, no, you fucked up big. You joke about rape, which is a very sensitive topic to a lot of people who have been raped, myself included. And you harass people constantly. You make sex jokes about them. You talk dirty to them when they don't want that. And then you have a girlfriend and you're posting her pictures to everybody. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, what in the pissing fuck is wrong with you? Get out of here. Get out of my company. Get out. And if I see you on the property again, I'm kicking your ass. Fuck the cops. I'm kicking your ass. Lucky I don't kick it right now. That's how I would be toward these people. Because I don't tolerate that shit. It's not acceptable. And I think, again, if this is real and Activision are, and if they really did fuck up this big, sue them. Sue them for everything that they're worth. And these people that have had this happen to them should get paid in compensation. They should get paid more. Because they let it go on for so long. And honestly, Activision they need to fucking just stop. Okay, stop being stupid. What happened to that company that used to make Atari 2600 games? The company that made the original Call of Duty games. To rival that of like Medal of Honor or something like that. Remember when, or was it the other way around? I don't know. But, some people are saying that Treyarch needs to, people like Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, and, those kind of people that have worked with Activision should get away from Activision. Step away and make content, independently by themselves. Or with help from other studios. Like, hell, I want to see a combination of Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games. And things like that. That would be awesome. Now, here's the real question. Am I still going to be playing Call of Duty? Am I still going to be, yeah, of course, I'm still going to be playing Call of Duty because I love that game. And, yeah, it's made by Activision, the same people we're talking about in this video. But, with this, it's kind of like the whole thing with Harry Potter, where J.K. Rowling is a fucking transphobic bitch. And while we're at it, a fucking homophobic bitch too. She's a fucking asshole, saying that trans women aren't real women, which is complete bullshit. But whatever, separate the artist from their creation. I think Daniel Radcliffe said something about this. He said something to the effect of, continue to support Harry Potter. I mean, you don't have to support J.K. Rowling because of how horrible she is, but don't just stop loving what you grew up loving, or something to that effect. Basically, if you like Harry Potter, keep liking Harry Potter. It's already too late. You already gave them your money. Anyway, so yeah, and that's the same thing with Activision. Just because Activision is doing stupid shit doesn't mean you still can't enjoy a game of Call of Duty with your friends, or in general, just enjoy Call of Duty. Like, I enjoy Call of Duty, not because it's made by a company like Activision, but I enjoy it because it's an FPS game, and I love that genre. I play it because of zombies, and I love zombies. Resident Evil, Dead Rising, Dead Trigger, Call of Duty Zombies. I love zombies, and I love killing them. And the experiences and the fun times I've had with people online, even though I don't go online in multiplayer or zombies that much with people. I'm a solo guy. But all the memories that I have had with people there, it's not about Activision. I don't even think about Activision when I'm playing COD, even though they're the ones that made it. So, in my opinion, just continue to support Call of Duty, keep playing COD. But I can understand why, some people don't want to support Activision or support Call of Duty because of all this, and that's totally fine. Do what you want. You don't have to agree. Like, I don't agree with Activision at all. I think if this is true, Activision needs to be put down. The company, bam, gone. And you need someone else to make Call of Duty, so we can get that new COD game coming out, hopefully. This is bullshit. This should never be happening. And anyways, guys and gals, I'm not going to bother doing my outro. This is just bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit. And I think that this needs to be done. Something needs to happen. Change needs to happen. Good change. Anyways, as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, people, and brohoof. Mute.